WWE has been around for 70 years, and still, there are things that haven't happened until 2023. A lot of them are positive, but this first one might make you mad. In the main event of Night 1 of WrestleMania 39, Kevin Owens and Sami Zayn fought the Usos for the undisputed WWE Tag Team Championship. During the match, Jimmy and Jay hit Zayn with the D1, or the 3D as fans of the Dudley Boys would call it. Why is this a big deal? Because no one in WWE had ever kicked out of that finishing move, which is an incredibly rare thing in modern wrestling. Surprisingly, this wasn't the only first that happened in this match. By partaking in the match, Sami Zayn became the first Muslim to main event WrestleMania. This was also the first time a Tag Team Championship match was in the WrestleMania main event. Kevin Owens also made history. Thanks to his Tag Team title match, as well as his match with Stone Cold Steve Austin at WrestleMania 38 the year prior, KO became the first person to main event back-to-back WrestleManias without a world title being on the line. There are some more firsts that happened at WrestleMania 39, which we'll share in a bit. First, I gotta share this next one because it's crazy. On the final SmackDown before the 2023 Royal Rumble, Bobby Lashley confronted his opponent, Brock Lesnar. Lashley was treated to an F5, but that's not what stood out. This was the first time since 2007 that Lashley physically appeared on SmackDown. And don't forget, Bobby Lashley had been part of the WWE roster since 2018. Lashley topped himself a couple of months later when he competed in the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Before that, Bobby Lashley's most recent SmackDown match was from March 23rd, 2007. It had been almost exactly 16 years since Bobby competed on SmackDown. Just like in 2007 though, Bobby Lashley won the Andre the Giant Memorial Battle Royal. Talking about appearances, this one is even more insane. Since Monday Night Raw began in 1993, Vince McMahon always made at least one appearance, if not multiple, on WWE shows. That came to an end in 2023. Despite returning to WWE in a corporate role, McMahon did not make any appearances on TV this year. On a similar note, since WWE was founded back in 1953 as the Capital Wrestling Corporation, the company has always been owned by McMahon. However, in April 2023, WWE was sold to the talent and media holding company Endeavor. Then, on September 12, 2023, the deal was finalized, and after 70 years, WWE was no longer owned by the McMahon family, something most people thought would never happen. Here's something else a lot of people never thought would happen again. Regardless if you like AEW or not, it is amazing that we live in a time where there's a second major wrestling company. One reason that's cool is because of what happened on May 28th, 2023. That day, AEW held its Double or Nothing pay-per-view. At the same time, WWE hosted NXT Battleground. This was the first time in over 30 years WWE had a pay-per-view that went head-to-head with another major wrestling company. The last time this happened was on April 2nd, 1989, when WrestleMania 5 went head-to-head with WCW's Clash of the Champions 6. The real question though is who won, AEW or WWE? Attendance-wise, Battleground had 3,482 fans in the crowd, while AEW had 3 times that number at 10,550, although only 9,000 were paying fans. As for pay-per-view buy rates, AEW wins by default, with 140,000 homes putting money down to watch Double or Nothing. NXT Battleground, on the other hand, was streamed on Peacock and the WWE Network, with no viewership numbers publicly available. The Undertaker has accomplished a lot of things that most wrestlers can only dream of. What makes it even more impressive is despite retiring in 2020, the Dead Man is still adding to his impressive resume. On the October 10th, 2023 episode of NXT, Braun Breaker fought Carmelo Hayes and lost. Breaker acted like a sore loser and attacked Carmelo after the match. However, Undertaker came out to take care of business and taught Braun a lesson. This was the first time The Undertaker had ever appeared on NXT. Keep in mind, NXT started back in 2010 when The Undertaker was still a full-time wrestler. Seth Rollins and AJ Styles' World Heavyweight Championship match at Night of Champions 2023 made history. Not only did Seth become the inaugural World Heavyweight Champ, but this is also the first time a WWE World title had been won outside of Europe and North America, since the event took place in Saudi Arabia. Speaking of Saudi Arabia, since WWE started running shows in the country in April 2018, one man has wrestled on every single event. That was until Crown Jewel 2023 in November. Despite wrestling on the previous 9 other Saudi Arabia shows, Brock Lesnar did not have a match. It's a shame. Had Lesnar competed at Crown Jewel 2023, it would have been a perfect 10. Speaking of international firsts, 2023 was a good year to be a WWE fan in Puerto Rico. For the first time since 2005, WWE broadcasted a pay-per-view or premium live event from the territory. Not only that, but the night before Backlash, WWE hosted its first ever televised show from Puerto Rico when SmackDown aired from San Juan. Now, let me share with you those other WrestleMania firsts. WrestleMania 35 may have made history for being the first time the main event of WWE's biggest show had all female competitors. However, WrestleMania 39 in 2023 did one better. On night one, Rhea Ripley and Charlotte Flair fought for the SmackDown Women's Championship. What made this match historic was that this is the first time a woman officiated a women's match at WrestleMania. WWE referee Jessica Carr was in the ring and laying down the law, making this the first WrestleMania match to involve all women. Roman Reigns is breaking all kinds of records with his over 3-year-long reign as world champion. One that he kind of broke by accident happened at WrestleMania 39. On night 2, Reigns defended his title against Cody Rhodes. This made Roman Reigns the first person to defend a championship at 3 straight WrestleManias under the same title reign. Not only that, but Roman was in the main event of all 3 shows. Now, to watch the best and worst of WWE in 2023, hit the playlist on screen.